Ever stared at your cat, eyeing you from the countertop and thought, who's really in charge here? Cats, those fuzzy enigmas that govern our homes with a flick of the tail, may have tamed themselves. In this video, we'll explore the intriguing history of our feline pets. We'll go back in time to find where cats originated from, when they became our companions, and in some cases overlords, and investigate the science underlying their distinctive behavior. So, cat lovers, we're going to reinvent the tale of how cats became the internet's favorite fuzzy meme machines. Have you ever pondered upon your cat's origins? Unlike our canine colleagues, who have an obvious relationship to wolves, cats' genealogy is a little murkier. Recent discoveries in Cyprus and China have revealed fossilized remnants of ancient cats stretching back thousands of years. These weren't your normal house cats. They were wilder, with thinner bodies and sometimes striped fur. But the puzzle thickened when we learned that these archaic felines weren't direct predecessors of our cuddly friends. So where precisely did our house cats originate from? The solution, like a cunning kitty, remains elusive. Thanks to DNA research, we've broken into the enigma a little. By studying feline DNA, scientists have traced our house cat's family tree back to an African wildcat, Felis sylvestris libica. These sleek predators still inhabit portions of Africa and the Middle East and bear a remarkable likeness to our domestic felines. Their pointed ears, keen eyes, mackerel tabby pattern on their fur, and slim form echo the traits of our beloved house cats that are classified as their own species, Felis catus. But here's the twist: African wildcats are solitary beasts, more inclined on chasing prey than seeking human friendship. So how did the change from autonomous hunter to purring lap warmer occur? Obviously, humans played a big role. Domestication happens when we change wild animals to be more useful to us. When animals are domesticated, they evolve differently from their wild ancestors, both in appearance and behavior. They are shaped by the relationship we establish and grow accustomed to our care. Experts have presented explanations of cat domestication through what is called the commensal pathway. It indicates a gradual process of coevolution. First, a wild animal, for example the wolf, is attracted to a settlement because of human food, trash, or small prey. Then both the wolf and human become habituated with each other, establishing a commensal relationship. Early farmers, with their expanding stockpiles of grain, unknowingly produced a smorgasbord for wildcats, notably the African wildcat, Felis sylvestris libica. These wildcats, inherently good hunters, would have been lured by the number of rodents attracted by the stored food. Over time, a mutually beneficial friendship formed. The cats enjoyed a continuous food supply, while the farmers received a natural pest control system, keeping their valuable grain storage free of troublesome vermin. This hypothesis assumes a type of unintended selection. Cats with stronger personalities, possibly more willing to accept human presence, would have had a higher chance of survival and reproduction in human settlements. Over generations, these features may have become increasingly evident, resulting in a population of cats becoming more comfortable near people. Adding another layer of complexity to the narrative, new studies imply cat domestication may have happened separately in two distinct areas. Evidence from archaeological sites in the Fertile Crescent, an area comprising portions of modern-day Iraq, Iran, Syria, and Turkey, refers to cats being domesticated approximately 10,000 years ago. This correlates with the emergence of early agriculture in the area. Yet DNA research on cat bones recovered in China reveals a different domestication event, dating back around 5,500 years. This remarkable study implies that cats, possibly even more than we thought, understood the advantages of cohabiting with people and may have begun the process of self-domestication long before we ever consciously noticed. The precise chronology of this feline-human connection is still questioned. Fossil evidence from roughly 7,000 years ago in Cyprus indicates a buried person with a cat nearby, suggesting a probable early friendship. This shows that cats may have started coming closer to human settlements as early as the Neolithic era. Cats and people are depicted in ancient Egyptian statues and artworks dating back roughly 4000 BC. These creative renderings further cement the impression of a developing link between these two species. While Egyptians worshipped cats as deities connected with protection in the afterlife, the association likely originated with a more utilitarian function, keeping granaries clear of harmful rats. Over time, as cats got more acclimated to the human presence, their independent attitude may have softened, resulting in a more tolerant and beneficial coexistence. Ancient Egyptians' regard for cats reveals a great respect and admiration for their feline counterparts. This growing affinity is further proven by Roman texts praising cats for their mousing talents and friendship. Despite the accumulating collection of evidence, the whole tale of cat domestication remains an enduring mystery due to poor preservation of fossil records from the African wildcat. The combination between human need, feline adaptation, and possibly a bit of feline cunning continues to be a fascinating riddle for archaeologists and cat lovers alike. Taking a step further, new genetic research linked the DNA of domestic cats to their wildcat forebearers. The investigation identified remarkable variations in key genes connected to social behavior and communication. These genetic modifications might explain why our feline friends are more accepting to people and even display habits like purring. This rumbling sound, formerly associated to be a sign of satisfaction, could instead be a cunning adaptation, a technique to ask for attention and love from their human friends. Fast forward through history, and cats have come to rule the international stage, not through raw power, but through intelligence and adaptability. Sailors, understanding the mousing abilities of these feline friends, presumably transported them on board ships as early as the first millennium BC. These furry sailors efficiently kept ships free of bothersome rodents, secured food reserves, and protected important cargo. As maritime commerce grew, so did the global spread of our feline friends. Today, with an estimated population of hundreds of millions, domestic cats have become one of the most popular companion animals worldwide. Their independent attitude, surprisingly low care demands, and unmistakable cuteness have cemented their place in our hearts and homes around the world. So, who domesticated whom? Based on the data, it appears that reality may be weirder than the standard tale. Cats could have taken a more active part in their own domestication than previously imagined. Their inherent curiosity and opportunistic nature likely drove them to early human settlements, where overflowing granaries supplied a banquet of yummy rodents. This closeness generated a mutually beneficial friendship. Farmers obtained a natural pest management system, while cats enjoyed a steady food supply, and maybe even some protection from bigger predators. Over time, selection rewarded individuals on both sides. Cats with a better tolerance for human presence would have had a greater chance of survival and reproduction near settlements. Similarly, people who accepted or even spread the existence of these felines would have benefited from their pest management skills. This coevolution, driven by both human necessity and feline adaptation, may have finally evolved into the domesticated cat as we know today. Who would have thought of this perfect match? But the precise chronology and circumstances underlining this interesting metamorphosis remains a source of discussion. Was it a solitary incident, or did cats self-domesticate on various sites around the world? Did their rumbling purrs, formerly considered to be a sign of satisfaction, develop as a crafty strategy to ask for attention and love? These unanswered issues continue to feed the mystery of cat domestication. Who knew cats were such clever masterminds? If you want to learn more about another amazing domesticated animal, make sure to check out our video on the history of dogs. Keep those catnip toys ready until next time. And remember, they may just be tolerating your presence after all.